Hi, good morning. So, can we start? So, let us know if you have any question. If you are not able to get anything, let us know. We have shown, na, Viti? We have shown you on screen yesterday.
Yes, ma'am, but I have a doubt that sir
Okay.
yesterday shown the solution one,
So,
solution
I'm
two.
asking
I was
actually
not able to do.
15 minutes.
Ma'am, I was trying, that's why.
Okay, fine. So, actually, can you share your screen? We'll guide you how to do it. Is that okay? You share your screen. And Digvijay, can you guide her so that she will actually do it on her own
Yes, ma'am.
better?
Okay, I'll share my screen. I'll show. Okay, so you have to just click on the file, then new file, and then R Markdown. So if you just
Sir,
go,
that I know, but you yesterday shown that solution one.
okay,
We have to.
okay, you know this that you select the title HTML, right? To
Yes, sir.
change. Okay, so just click OK. Then all you need to do is from the 12th line, just leave all of this. Okay, from the 12th line, erase everything. Now, what you can do, you can simply write like solution 1. Just type it, solution 1. Then, uh, just like here, just like here, you can also copy paste it. Close the bracket and again copy paste this thing, these 3 dots. And inside this, you can write your R code. Let's say 1 to 10, print A. And now if I knit it, I have to click on knit and save it with the name save, let's say. Then you will get a HTML file generated. So this is the title, which is untitled, author name, date, and this is you have written solution 1. This is the code and this is the output. So all you need to do is from the 12th line onwards, erase everything. You can write solution 1 in the same way. You can write solution 2, solution 3, and so on and so forth. Just copy paste this structure, erase everything inside it, and you can start again. Let's say 2 to 20 and sum of B. Again knit it, and here you go. So is it clear this time?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Any other queries? Okay, let me ask. What is the answer for the basic statistics, whatever actually Digvijay has given? Can anybody answer question 1, question 2, and question 3? What are the answers for that? Anybody has solved those problems?
Either you can share your screen and show, or you just type the answer in chat, whichever you feel comfortable.
Yes. If you want, you can type the answer. Question 1, whatever Digvijay taught you yesterday, basics of statistics. Question 1, answer. Question 2, answer. Question 3, answer. Then we can assume that you have solved it. Otherwise, I think we will have to take extra time and they will have to solve all the practice problems before we end today's session. So they will have to solve all the practice problems.
Good morning. How are you doing? How is everybody?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Digvijay. Smita, all under control?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah. Just wanted to check whether everything is going okay. Happy to see people coming and joining at 9:30.
Yes. But, sir, they don't have any questions today. There was only one question.
What is that question?
Actually, Vidhi wanted to know how to create our markdown file. We have shown her yesterday, but still had some doubt.
Good.
So, yeah, Digvijay has shown her.
We will take it that people generally are able to follow. right?
Yeah. Yes. That's what we are assuming.
Aviral Bahuguna has a question. Please go ahead, Aviral. You can chat. Put it on chat. Go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, sir, in the yesterday's assignment, there was one question in that introduction to ggplot2. So in that we were in the question, it was given that we have to divide all the values in the bill length mm column by 2.5. So if we are not dividing it by 2.5, we will only get the plot for bill depth. So why is that? Like, is there a limit to the values which can be plotted in this line plot or something?
Digvijay, you want to answer, or Smita, one of you?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So in the introduction to plot, the question you were
Vijay, just one second before you answer.
okay, sir.
I want to say goodbye. I will join you later towards in the afternoon. So you all have a happy session, happy day, and I'll see you again in the afternoon. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. See you in the afternoon.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Go ahead, Digvijay.
Yes. So the reason behind dividing it by 2.5 is when you will overlay these two graphs together, like you create a line plot, then you overlay another line plot over the same.
Yes.
So the difference between the values is too huge. So
Okay.
you won't be able to see the added line over it. So if you divide the values by 2.5, then you can easily see both the lines overlap. Otherwise, the values are too huge, so there will be a lot of gap.
Okay.
It will be overlaid, but
Yes,
if you
yes.
divide it by 2.5, then you can immediately see both of them, one over the other.
Okay.
So that's the reason to divide it by 2.5, nothing else.
Okay. And sir, suppose that we didn't know that the values will be too far off from each other in the two data sets.
Yes, yes.
And then, like, if we are plotting the graph, if suppose there is some project where I have to do certain thing, then there I won't be like getting two lines. So
So
is there
whenever you have any data, you can
Yes, sir.
simply view the data using the view command, view function.
all right?
If you
Ah.
load any data as a data frame or a matrix, either you go into the environment and click on its name,
Yes, yes.
or you use the view function. So you can always view the data. You can
Yes, sir.
always look at the data, see how much difference there is in the values, and then you can plot it.
But sir, if suppose there are some like I'm like automating a program where like I won't be again and again seeing the data, and the data might keep on changing. So in those situations, is there something else which I can do where both the lines can be seen, visualized?
Okay, so in that case, you may have to look at Plotly.
Plotly. Okay, sir.
Plotly is basically a Python-based package which we use in R also. So it is
Right.
available in R also. This is for interactive graphics.
Okay, sir.
So here, if you use Plotly, you will see that if the difference between automatic plots, if it increases so much that they are going out of bounds,
Yes,
then
yes.
it will squeeze, it will minimize.
Oh,
You can actually see the difference going, see the lines getting separated.
okay, sir.
I think this is what you wanted to say, that in an
Yes, sir.
automated process, if the
Yes, yes.
difference between value becoming too large
Yes, sir.
and they are going out of bounds, so how will I be able to see them?
Yes, sir.
So yes, so you look at Plotly. There are, just like ggplot, there are many plots which are able to be created in Plotly, and it is very interactive. We
Okay.
use it for interactive purposes.
All right, sir.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Viral, do you want to share your screen and show your R Markdown file, your assignments? Is that okay? You would like to share it with others, what you have done?
Actually, ma'am, I have not created the R Markdown files yet.
That's
but
okay. If not R Markdown, but even if you have solved a practice problem,
Yes, yes,
you want to share and show it to others?
okay, ma'am, okay.
Yeah, thank you. So that way, if somebody has not got, or if they have any query, particular thing, they can ask.
Okay. These are like the assignments which I've done yesterday. This one was with which we were discussing right now.
Yes.
Now, even if we interchange these two tables, then also we'll only get one of the lines. So it was particularly my issue, because I thought that maybe need for a first plot depth was around 20 mm, and that's why it is not plotting the lines which are above 20. But then when I plotted the length first and then the depth, then also I was not getting the depth.
Yes,
line.
yes.
So now, yeah.
So if you even change the value of 2.5, then you
Yes,
will
sir.
also see the difference.
Yes, sir.
If you, let's say, write 2 instead of 2.5 and
Yes,
run
sir.
the complete thing again,
Yes, sir.
then
Yes, sir.
see, you can see the difference.
Yes, sir.
So that is why 2.5, because with 2.5 value, it is immediately visible.
Yes.
You can click on Zoom and show the plot.
Is it not visible now? I just clicked it.
No, you need to change the window.
Just share. Okay. Yeah. Now this is with the
Yes.
2.
So do you want to explain what was the question, and so others who have not attempted, they may know.
Okay. Actually, I was also not able to attempt all of the questions, but yeah, I have attempted this introduction to ggplot2,
Okay.
then plotting bar charts as scatter plot, and plotting histogram and pie chart.
Okay, and which were the practice problem which you were not able to do?
Actually, no, I was not able to, because at night my internet got over and I had not downloaded the
Okay,
that
that
videos
file.
of the spoken tutorial. Yeah, so that's why I was not able to complete all.
Okay. Not like you didn't understand, or
Yeah, I understood, ma'am. All.
okay.
So did you face any difficulty anywhere?
Sir, initially when it was given like load the penguins data set, so there I was not able to understand, like, because in the tutorials it was like we had the Excel file and they were loading the Excel file.
Okay.
So I had some confusion, like how do we load this? But then I got that we can just view the view penguins, and then we can see all the data.
So I tell you,
Yes,
and
sir.
other participants also.
Yes, sir.
So whenever there is a package there is a data set associated with a package. For example, in the Palmore Penguins package, you get this penguins data set by itself. So when you load this package using the library function, the data set gets loaded by itself. If you want to explicitly give command, then you can use the data function.
Okay.
So if you write data, open parenthesis, penguins, close parenthesis, then it will get explicitly loaded in the environment. So other data sets like Iris, empty cars, cars 93, cars 98 it is. So you can explicitly add them in the environment using the data function. So with load the penguins data set, what it meant is that you use the data function to load it explicitly in the environment.
Yes.
But whenever you load a package, the data sets associated with the package gets loaded automatically.
Okay.
So you can simply write their name, you have written penguins in the same way. You can follow.
Okay.
Any other query? Anybody? So today what we are going to do is we will ask you to solve the practice problem immediately after your once you finish your watching spoken tutorial. After that, we will actually ask you to solve the practice problem. So here we are going to give you 45 minutes for each tutorial. So that way, so is it okay? Can we start with two as per our schedule? I'll just share my screen. Yeah. So these two, conditional statement and functions in R. So here we have written half an hour, 45 minutes and half an hour. But I guess you should be able to do it in 1 hour everything. So you try to attempt practice problem and we'll see you at 11:15 again. Is that okay? So just write down conditional statement and functions in R. These are the two tutorials you have to start doing it now.
Just make sure after watching the tutorials, you then and there solve the practice problems, because this is the last day of workshop. So that's why you can take it as a homework.
Yeah. So we'll see you at 11:15 again. Is that fine? Okay. So we'll meet again at 11:15 here.